Hey everybody, and welcome back to Lindsay's Little Library. I am here again for another BookList Thursday. BookList Thursday is something that I do with Sarah from Sarah's Nightstand and Lisa from Books and Smiles. They started this a while ago and they've recently invited me to take along for the month of April and share my thoughts and recommendations on specific bookish related subjects every single Thursday. So this Thursday's subject is the last 5 books that you bought. A little confession. I've bought a lot lately, so be on the lookout for a book haul, but it's been way more than 5. So I've decided to pick my favorite book from the last 5 places I've bought books recently. That should tell you how big the book haul is going to be. Just a little prequel. Stay tuned for that. First up, we'll get started with what I got from Bookish First. BookishFirst.com is a website that I've signed up for recently where every Monday they give you a first impression. So it might be the first couple of chapters, the first part, the first 50 pages, whatever, of a new book that's coming out. And you read through that first little part and you leave your first impression behind. And so whenever you do that, there's always an option at the bottom after you've shared your opinion of whether or not you'd like to put your name in for a drawing for the book or not. Every time you do this, you earn points, and then you can trade your points in and get free books. So I earned my 1,000 points, and I decided to take the most recent Bookish First book that was out there, which is Picture Us in the Light by Kelly Loy Gilbert. I was in love with the first little bit of this book when I read it and was super excited to be able to have enough points to get this. So this follows a boy, Danny Chang, and he's got a pretty decent life going for him. He's got some good friends. He has a very promising art career. He just got accepted into a really great school to go to school for the arts. So he's got everything really going for him. And he happens upon a box that has his dad's name on it, and he does a little snooping and realizes there's some big secret. There's a big secret his family is keeping, and he's not really sure what to do. Does he ignore it and keep going on the path that life has given him, which has been really, really good so far? Or does he start investigating what the heck's going on with some stuff he found in this box? Right? So, sounds really great. How do you not love this cover? It's beautiful. It's awesome. So, that's the first place I've hauled a book from. Second one is, of course, my local library, because I have to stop in there pretty frequently. Our library has its own bookstore within the library where they sell any copies of books that they're either pulled from circulation, or a lot of people donate books to the library where they sell it and use the funds to help the library. So I found Until She Comes Home by Lori Roy. This is actually an ARC, but it came out in 2013, so it's old. But it's pretty cool that I found an ARC at the library, even no matter how old it is. I don't get a total understanding for this book other than there's a bit of a mystery involved. There are some friends who, it doesn't say where they live, but it sounds like, oh, they're on Adler Avenue in Detroit, and this is 1958. And they're pretty close until 2 of them are in charge of Elizabeth, and I'm not sure if Elizabeth is another friend's daughter or not, and she disappears while in their care. So, sounds good. I looked on Goodreads reviews, it looked pretty decent. I think it's right around a 4-star, so we're gonna give that a shot. And for $1, people, really, I'm totally gonna pick it up. All right, next up, my book of the month box came in. I picked up Not That I Could Tell by Jessica Strausser. I've heard some great things. I think this was a last month. This was an extra add-on I got. I'll show you the other one I picked during my book haul, so stay tuned for that. But I've heard really great things about this. This gives me a Desperate Housewives vibe to it. So it's got this neighborhood, pretty prominent. All of the wives seem to really get along. They all hang out together one night by a bonfire. And the next morning, one of the wives and her twin sons have disappeared. So a little bit of a mystery involved, which I love. A little bit of neighborhood gossip and drama involved, which again I love. So I've heard great things. Can't wait to pick that one up. The next place I visited, I went to a couple of Goodwills, okay, maybe like 3 of them, and I did find Where They Found Her by Kimberly McCreight. Kimberly McCreight also wrote Reconstructing Amelia, which is right back here. It's one of my 5-star prediction books that I need to get to, but I thought, why not pick it up? It's from Goodwill. This follows a woman named Molly, and it sounds like she lost a baby at some point in time. So she still has her daughter. She tries to get away from things. She moves from New York into New Jersey. She's got a really great job working at a local paper. They're kind of reinventing themselves after this really horrific tragedy. She, in her town, there is a dead newborn baby found, and she's assigned this story to follow, and it sounds like she gets really into it and she starts digging up some pretty big secrets behind the death of this infant, and it also dredges up some really tragic feelings for what she went through as well. So it sounds very interesting. Again, a really great pick from Goodwill. This thing is in like great, there's nothing, like no cracks in the spine. It's in awesome condition. You know, for a few bucks from Goodwill, totally worth that. And then I of course placed a BookOutlet order because it's BookOutlet, right, my friends? Among a whole pile of other books, I picked up The Fortune Teller by Gwendolyn Womack. This sounds so intriguing. So this follows a woman who she works with museums, it sounds like, or at auction houses, and she can decipher ancient texts, which that just sounds fascinating to begin with. She comes upon a manuscript that's written right around the era of Cleopatra, and she realizes it as she's deciphering this, that this manuscript is a memoir or a prophecy from a seer, right? A fortune teller. And this person has described and predicted wars, natural disasters, details that happened thousands of years after this manuscript was written, right? That's when I stopped reading the back. As soon as I'm hooked, I don't read anymore because I don't want to be spoiled, but it sounds fabulous, right? And again, beautiful book. Super excited for that. So those are my 5 newest purchases from the last 5 places I've been to, which is really, I got a problem. I do, but that's all right. So of these 5, let me know if you've read any of them. Make sure that you hop over to Lisa's channel and Sarah's channel and check out the books that they bought. Hopefully they haven't been on a book buying crazy spree like I've been lately, but I mean, there's worse habits, right? Check out what they have. I can't wait to see what they've brought to the table. And if you've read any of these and you think I should pick one up soon, let me know which one it is in the comments below. Otherwise, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.